Good morning. Welcome to Green Light the Day. I'm Denise. I have just spent a little while going back and revisiting some of the old videos and stuff. And the first thing I have to say is, yes, my hair again is some weird concoction. Oh my gosh, you guys must think I go around looking horribly, but I have to say most of the time when I'm making these videos, it's usually right at the end of the day before I'm going to bed or in the morning before I've actually done anything. So I actually do look a little bit more presentable when I go out. And yeah, so I just had to say that because I got quite a chuckle going back. Sometimes I don't always get a chance to go back and revisit videos to see comments that people made on them right away, but I do eventually go back. So I do want to thank everybody who views my videos. Even if you don't comment, don't feel obligated to comment. I post them for myself. Janie has talked about that, about the purpose of these vlogs. But I really do appreciate the fact that there are people who are viewing it, and I do appreciate the people who take time to comment, and I try really hard to eventually get back and reply to your comments. Anyways, I just wanted to start with that. The second thing I wanted to say is as I went back and listened to the videos from last week on the Who Am I stuff, blew me away. Like I was able to listen to a couple of them before I went out of town last weekend, and I finished them up last night, and oh my gosh, all I have to say is I am so proud to be a part of such outstanding company. You ladies are like, I mean, you blew me away with your videos, and every single one of you said things that resonated with me, and that has helped me to think about some other things, different perspectives and stuff, right? So that was cool. One of the things that especially resonated with me was Jennifer's video. Her definition of what being a child of God meant to her, that blew me away. I have never heard it defined so eloquently, and so I thank you in regards to that. Like everybody, I loved all of your videos, but that one in particular, it just really, it's I think what I always felt inside but had never attempted to verbalize, and so thank you very much for sharing that with me. The other part of that was the portion of the video where she talked about being at a point in her life where she lives her life for herself and not expectations of others, does what she likes. And, you know, I have to say that that's something that I've been giving a lot of thought to lately, right? Because, again, we get a lot of pressure put on us by everybody, whether it's work-related or in our personal lives, to meet expectations of other people, of who we should be or what we should be doing. And I don't fit into sort of the mold that a lot of people would put me in, or not necessarily just put me in, but based on their life experience, what their expectations are of what someone should be like, or should like to be like, or should want to be like. So for me, that one, you know, one of the classic things when I go back home is the fact that I am an almost 52-year-old woman. Yeah, I think that's what I will be. Yeah, I'll be 52 in September. And I've never been married, and I have no children. And some people have a really hard time wrapping their head around why that would be. Like, you know, why haven't you ever got married? Well, I have to say to anybody that's out there, please don't ever ask a single person that, because that is the stupidest question that I've ever heard anybody say. I mean, I'm not married because I'm not married, you know. That doesn't mean that my life is not whole. That doesn't mean that I don't live a very full and satisfying life. And in fact, the older I get, the less and less I think about the fact that I want to be married, because I've become a little bit more, and I was going to use the word selfish, but it's not selfish. I mean, I live my life the way I live my life, and I do the things that I want to do when I want to do them. And, you know, I'm okay with that. I like me. I like being on my own. yes, I would like sharing my life perhaps with somebody else, but you know, the fact that I'm at a point in my life where I'm doing things that I like to do, and that I'm not worried so much about being judged by others is a really freeing and wonderful place to be. But what I have struggled with in the last year is questioning whether what I'm doing is what I really want to be doing. And part of that has been just because of, you know, the exhaustion. So some of the things that I'm doing, I started doing out of a feeling of obligation, right? So when Mom passed away, looking after Dad and everything, and there have been times when I've been somewhat resentful because I felt like, well, why isn't somebody else stepping up to the plate? I shouldn't have to ask other people to offer to do something, right? But then I came to the realization that the things that I'm doing because I want to do them. It's not because I'm obligated to do them. I mean, an example of that is the garden. Nobody has said I needed to put in a big garden, but I get such joy out of that, and I can't explain my excitement when I'm driving out to the farm to see what my garden is doing this weekend. Oh my gosh, I gotta say, it's rocking it. This last weekend, it was like I couldn't believe how much it had grown in a week since I'd been home the time before that, right? So I get joy and I'm thrilled with that, and I may or may not can anything this year, but I love eating that fresh produce, and I love other people being able to enjoy that as well. And so I think sometimes we maybe start out doing things that we think we're doing because we feel obligated, but we realize that we're doing them because we really like to do it, and that's okay too. So yeah, I'm greenlighting my day by just thinking about the things that I like to do and continuing to try to incorporate those into my life, as busy as it is, because I think those are crucial to getting through those things that you really do just have to do. Sometimes there are just things that have to get done that you don't really want to do, right? But it's doing those things that you love to do and making sure that you incorporate them into your life as often and on as regular a basis as you can, that helps you get through those less exciting tasks that are the have to. So that's how I'm greenlighting my day. I want to say happy belated Canada Day to all my co-Canadians out there, and I want to say happy 4th of July to all of my American friends. Anyways, I hope you're taking care of yourself and each other. Make a great day.